What follows is a low-stakes conversation between two friends about American politics, social issues, and current events. There will be factual inaccuracies. There will be incoherent opinions. There might even be some kissy noises. Just roll with it and come out the other side with a new understanding about what it takes for a non-voter to care about, anything at all. No arguments, no debate. Just perspective. That sounds fun, right? Hello? Hey, where are you going? Wait, hold on. I really think you'd like it. We worked really hard. Two squirming white boys for you. Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to the 10th episode of A Nightmare for a Non-Voter. I'm Matt and that's Rocky.
I'm Rocco.
So this is a podcast 10 episodes in, by the way. Holy shit. Where I talk to this man, I interview him really about why he thinks American problems aren't problems. He's straight, he's in his 30s, he's from South Jersey, and he is white as shit.
And I don't give a shit about you.
Or anything, ever, maybe, kind of, sometimes, except when you contradict yourself. You're like, well, okay, fine.
When did I contradict myself?
Like when I was like, well, what if they raised your taxes? You'd be like, well, yeah, sure, then I'd vote. You know?
Well, yeah, because, they're fucking with me.
Well, it's all about you. This is for fun. There's no chance to be convinced that any of these ideas exist. I'm not an expert. Fake goal is to get you to vote, of course.
What's the real goal?
And the real goal
What's the deeper meaning?
Is to teach, or hopefully people get out of this, like, how to be less stressed. You know, like you are.
So really, it's just like a teaching class on how to be more like me.
Well,
just chill the fuck out.
I benefited from it.
Put on a Hawaiian shirt, gain some weight.
To a point, I benefited from it. I didn't benefit through, like, my chronic eating of Wendy's. I kind of gained that from you. I blame you.
Yeah, which is funny because I don't really do that much anymore.
Wow, we switched up, huh?
Well, let's not get crazy. I still eat a lot of frozen fried food.
Too bad we're not filming the food episode today, but instead we're filming the the gay episode.
Oh, good.
LGBTQ issues, my friend.
Oh, God.
Okay, you know what? Okay, let me... You love that word. Let me explain why Rocky has that tone of voice. You do usually with everything, but more so now. This is because we've been down this road before, okay?
Yep.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I have put Rocky through a gauntlet. That's the best word for it, of teaching him about transgender terms or gay ideas or what's going on in the world. I've done this before.
I've had more informative beatings than anyone really should ever have.
When it comes to this topic, yeah. So let me first say, if you want to see the origins of that, please go check out our YouTube channel, mattandrocky.com, and search Undertale Trans Lessons Challenge. Does that bring up any memories, Rocky, by the way?
No good ones.
No good ones. That was a series all about punishing Rocky every time he fucked up in a game and throwing new queer terms at him for him to learn and then completely forget about within 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, it sucked.
I kind of compare it to, you know, like you learn Spanish or French in high school and then you never use it. This time I'm not going to make that mistake, okay? I'm going to try to spice it up and keep it different.
Okay.
And not beat you over the head with things I already beat you over the head with that you forgot about. Absolutely.
Well, it's not like we're not in the same room right now, so like I can say what I want and I have to look at your sad face.
You have a conscience. You that actually affects you when I look upset with you.
I mean, yeah, I don't like to bruise your feelings. I mean, why? Of course, I have a heart. I'm not fucking heartless.
Meanwhile, in the religion episode, you'd said you wouldn't mind me hanging on the wall if this were The Handmaid's Tale because you'd just be the driver.
Did I say that?
Yeah, close enough. Close to that.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. All right, so you might not like this, but because it's the biggest, it's still being talked about, the most relevant thing right now when it comes to these kind of issues is trans people. Mm-hmm. So it's still going to be the core of our discussion.
Sure. Like Bailey J.
Sorry. If you want, I guess.
I love that bitch.
Do you?
Oh, I love her.
Legitimately, though, with the penis and everything?
Oh, I've jerked off many times to her porns.
No way!
That's a sexy lady with a dick, yeah.
No, wait a minute.
Bailey
Hold
J,
up.
yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I've beat off to Bailey J porns multiple times, yeah.
And you're unafraid just to admit that.
I'm anything but honest, Matt.
Well, that means you're not 100% straight, right?
I mean, I am.
A little bit? So you're saying you just put your thumb over the screen where there's the dick?
I mean, it's usually always a blowjob video. I'm going to be honest with you. Where you don't really see her dick too often.
Oh, good point. She does look exactly like a lady.
Yeah, it's usually a blowjob video.
All that eyeliner and shit.
So let's not get too excited. And she
Still,
does have
though,
really nice cans.
in a way, I'm sort of proud of you.
Thanks, pal.
I'm proud of you for beating off to porn? Yeah, fine. That's all I can get out of you, really.
I mean, really, I beat off to a porn where a guy blew a guy.
Yeah, well... shit, I just said yeah, didn't I? No?
Yeah, you sure did.
No? Anyway, that's kind of a big deal because
I figured I would start this episode off right, sure.
I appreciate that. I always describe you as 100% straight and 1,000% against gay stuff, and I guess that's not really gay, but it's something.
I mean, if I was 100% against gay stuff, I don't think I would be beating off to Bailey J porn.
Or talking to me. But no,
or
not
even
100%.
being like open about it, yeah.
Not 100% against gay stuff, but you did say just in some other episode randomly that cum on beard makes you puke.
Oh, come on. There's something about come on beard.
What?
That just makes me... If it was no beard, it wouldn't be as bad.
Okay.
But, like, beard to me is, like, a
So
manly
my
thing.
face.
It's like, it would be like come on, like, a ripped-ass muscle. Like a rainbow muscle.
Is that bad, too?
It's just like, like, come on anything super manly. Like, like, in a beard, it's just, like, it makes me want to fucking die.
So what about... I can't believe we're already into porn. I have all these serious notes. We're talking about
Yeah, let's just talk
jizz
those.
on body parts here. Just throw all these notes out. Fuck it. Come on, veiny biceps.
Come on, Rambo arm.
Short form notes. That's how I write them down. Oh my god. All right. Great.
Jack.
Well, good. You're very progressive.
Thank you.
With where you blow your loads and how you blow them out. Okay. There. Take it. This is why this topic
Matt,
matters.
I'm a confused ally, okay?
You still are. I know. Hashtag. This is why it matters. Okay.
Yeah.
Kids, teenagers, usually gay ones, trans ones, they're still getting kicked out. They're still getting beat up. They're still getting fucking raped and whatever.
Sure.
The hell, because they either come out or they're feminine or they're whatever the fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
That's one reason why this matters. Second reason is they commit suicide.
Yeah.
Because of that shit. Bullying.
Because they just can't hang.
They just can't hang. Usually in Alabama and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's what people call, and you're going to love this term, institutionalized hate. Or institutionalized disdain, or institutionalized...
Why can't we just call it bullying? Like it always has been called.
Because the adults, especially in the South and stuff, promote that behavior. They say, yeah, that feminine boy should be bullied because he's, out of place, or he's weird, or he's...
Right.
He gives you tingly feelings in your supposed straight balls.
Don't let him fuck you in the coat closet. They're probably like, giving warnings like that. Don't take your eye off that boy or you end up sucking your dick.
And why it matters with politics is because those adults are politicians. There's politicians out there who are 1,000% trying to make up their own interpretation of the Bible and whatnot, and they say gayness equals evil.
Right, but I've been telling you that for a long time now, and you never listen to me.
The gayness equals evil?
Yeah.
Well, it feels so good, Rocky. God damn.
Just pray the gay away.
What about the people who equate gayness with, if you're going to marry a man, well, that means you could just marry a dog. You can just marry a toaster if you want.
They're fucking idiots. Because a toaster can't talk to you.
Well, what about a horse then?
You can. I mean, I've seen women very, very close to horses. Like, woo.
A little too close to horse.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yikes. Bailey J's out there sucking some dung.
Mr. Hands. You know Mr. Hands, right?
Well, that's something that people do. I'm just trying to tell you why it matters. This is just the intro, and I'm so sorry. I have so many notes.
Right.
It's going to feel very long, but if you listen back to it, it'll only be an hour. Because we're going over an hour. probably.
Oh, yeah. Usually, yeah.
And here's something that I actually had to look more into because this is a thing, but I had to get some evidence. There's a very distinct pattern of Republicans and right-wingers throughout like the 60s on into now who are like very religious Christian, they're married, and they always vote against pro-gay stuff, but then they're always fucking caught in hotels with 16-year-old male prostitutes.
Oh, yeah, they're like,
for some goddamn reason.
Trying to hide their own shit by projecting.
Trying to, I don't know, repress their own sexuality. But it's a thread. It's a common pattern.
Right.
That I'm sure you've heard about one or two scandals here.
I mean, it's a pattern. That's why most fucking priests fucking blow kids and blow boys.
Well, what do you think that is? What's your opinion on that?
That's a good fucking question. Maybe it's because it's something like they're so against.
Supposedly so against, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't have an answer for you on this one. Why people who are so against something are closeted
to the point where
they absolutely do the thing they are preaching against. I don't know.
To an extreme, too, with almost always underage boys for some goddamn reason. They don't even go for, like, other men.
Not even like guys their age or even young men like yourself.
Just like me. There is a story out there. I used to listen to a podcast by Dan Savage called Savage Love. It's all about love advice. And he is, like, aware of, like, lawful... Like, he's very pro sex work, males and females alike. He thinks it should be legalized and all that.
So do I.
He has tons of stories of, gay prostitutes in the DC area make tons and tons of bank because there's so many Republicans down there wanting to get a secret B-job. That's like a thing that happens, apparently.
I'm sure they get big tips on just keeping quiet,
Absolutely. Well, that's how a lot of these people are actually outed. Because the prostitute was either mistreated or didn't get enough money or whatever the hell. And they go, well, fuck you. I'm going to ruin your life. And they do.
I mean, why wouldn't you if you're a public figure, why wouldn't you treat your whore with the fucking utmost respect and just gold,
You're a whore. I guess if I was a whore, I wouldn't mind that term. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, that's
what you are.
Do you want to class that up now, too? Institutionalized, whatever, whoring?
You have that word in your head now, but you're going to use it the wrong way. Anyway, let's talk about you, my friend.
I already told you about Bailey J. What else do you want to know?
This kind of wraps it up. We don't even need to do this. Okay, I'm starting with this. How many gay people do you know or have you met throughout your life?
You're the first.
And only?
I mean, do I know? I have Facebook friends with people I graduated with that are gay, but like one that I actually talk to and interact with, a lot.
Just me?
Just you, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But I mean, also, you're about one of 3 people other than, my girlfriend that I interact with. So it's not a bad ratio. Out of 1/3 of my friends are gay.
Hey, that's a good point. So let me cover this real quick. I'm not gay, right?
Oh, yeah. Why? I knew you were faking it the whole time.
I mean, no. I'm a different term that you refuse to accept, right?
Oh, you're bi, because you told me you're into the flat-chested young Asians. So you're bi.
That really stuck with you, didn't it?
Oh yeah, because I was proud.
That's one element of what I enjoy, but I'm actually, and this is going to come back to you. I know it's in your mind somewhere.
You're going to say something made up now, aren't you?
No, I've said this 1,000 times to you. Pansexual, do you remember that?
Yeah, it doesn't mean much.
You don't like that one? No?
I remember because you remind me of Peter Pan. Blonde.
I'm a little fairy boy through the window. Goddamn right. Come on with me, Wendy.
Sneaking my friends through the window at night.
Goddamn right.
Neverland.
Pansexual just means whatever gender. It doesn't fucking matter. I'll blow anybody. I'll do whatever.
Yeah, but there's only 2. So it's...
Okay, well that's a goddamn whole other goddamn fucking issue.
I mean, whatever gender. There's only 2, and that's bi. The bicycle. It's 2 wheels.
Okay. We need to cover that right fucking now. Why? Okay, first of all, let me bring this up. You just what's coming.
I can't help it that I define gender by what's in your fucking pants or your even appearance, because I consider Bailey J a female. It's just whatever you look like,
Which is Bailey J would appreciate that probably because she probably does identify as a female. Period.
It's fucking hot.
But why insist that there's only 2 genders? What is it about this whole multi-gender thing that annoys you? What is it? Or it doesn't work in your head?
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's fake. You have a sexual orientation. I think those are the words you're making up.
So there's gay, bi, straight, period. And then for gender, there's male, female, period.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Stop it with the made up shit.
So the other ones, all the other pansexual, whatever, and then transgender related stuff.
Yeah.
Why is that annoying? Why do you hear that and go, stop it? What is it about that makes
because
you go?
it's so PC and it's so fucking there are terms just so nobody's feelings get hurt, and it's just nonsense.
You think
Stop
so?
it. Yes.
You think that's the only reason that should exist?
People need to feel like they are unique enough where they have to have a term that's so fucking like obscure.
Specialized?
Yeah, it's like they don't feel right falling into a category that is the majority.
Okay, I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to say absolutely you're fucking right because we both know that people need to feel unique, blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
But why does that affect you? Why does that annoy Rocky Lassio? Like, what does that have to do?
It doesn't annoy me at all. I just refuse to take it seriously.
Well, here's the thing. Like, your like Instagram story like a month ago was like, fucking stop it. There's two genders. Fucking stop it.
Yeah, that's right.
But like, why go out of your way to even care?
I forget why I even posted that. It was something...
You've probably read something that you're annoyed by.
Something I don't remember. I honestly don't even remember. Probably a conversation like this.
You're even lazy about the fucking... I mean, I don't even want to call it hate, but disagreement you have with this idea.
Because I say things and then throw them out. Toss them.
And forget about them completely. It's how he functions.
Yep.
Even though I'm beating you over the head with this for years straight, you'll forget about it. Again.
My brain will let me soak in anything not important to me.
Okay, well, actually, that's another question. So I'm of a not straight persuasion. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, you're bi. Stop it.
Fine. Whatever works for you.
You like guys and Asian women.
Actually, I was talking to my boyfriend about this the other day. Like, I like so much stuff, and I'm so happy with that. I feel really privileged because I like fat black girls.
That's not true, is it?
Skinny Indian dudes. I like everybody all over the place, and I feel like I'm lucky.
You're saying you have been attracted to a fat black woman.
I'm saying I've beat off the porn of every kind of race and body type ever.
Wow. I wouldn't see you being too into fat anything because I've seen your like dude history and all of them were pretty twinky.
Dude, right? Well, I don't actually really know why that is. I would probably date a black girl if she wanted to, but sorry, Josh.
You know her family wouldn't be into it.
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty PC. I'm pretty liberal. Wait, what am I talking about? Okay, here's why. Like, throwing me down this weird narrative path of dating a black girl and talking to her family. What?
You ever see Road Trip? Remember that skinny dude was real into that fat black girl with the leopard panties, and they were like enormous panties.
I think.
I just pictured you with like a fucking like Precious. Someone who's like 400 pounds.
Fun. Well, here's
and
let me
you
back
like
that up.
trying to like wiggle your dick into something like a crevice.
That'd be fun. That'd be kind of fun. No, let me back that up. I've seen videos of really fat black girls. I don't know. Sorry, fat black girls.
They don't listen to us. Stop it.
Having crazy hot orgasms. Just like real orgasms, not faked ones,
Yeah.
And that's sexy. That's hot. I don't care what body type you have. If you're having an orgasm, I can appreciate that,
Okay, sure. We're on the same page.
And that's why I'm not gay, and I only say I'm gay to make it easier for you to be like, okay, I have a gay friend, instead of a pan friend or a bi friend or whatever.
I'm just saying, if I tell any Joe Schmo on the street that, you have a podcast with Matt, what is he? Well, I don't know why they even asked this, but what sexual orientation's Matt? And I say, oh, he's pansexual. They'll be like, come on, what is he? Don't break my balls.
That's because
the fuck
it's
does that
not
mean?
widespread yet.
What do you mean yet? These terms have been out for like 10 years now.
Ish, but that's still really young. I mean, the word gay has been around since forever, so of course it's had time.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
bisexual.
the fucking, like, the little fucking yodeling cowboy kid caught on in like 2 days. Why can't this catch on?
Because it's not catchy, and like you say, it's too PC, so it's kind of like annoying or icky.
It's kind of silly. You gotta say it's kind of silly.
Here's why I'm defending it. It's because there's people out there who, dead serious, are like, I am this label please use that label when you refer to me, or this pronoun or whatever.
I am a Crayola-thon.
Here's the thing. They're not getting anything out of it. They're not trying to jip you or trick you or cheat you.
Right.
They're just going by a label that they feel comfortable with. Like how you go by man, and you're cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know what I mean? And I don't think that's hard to learn, and I don't think that's hard to, on an individual basis, you go, okay, what's your pronoun, or what are you? And
what's
then
your pronoun?
Oh, Christ. Moving on, I guess.
So if someone asks me, like, okay, what's your gender? I'll be like, crayon. And then they have to fucking just take it.
Fuck. You are repeating yourself from like 2016 and 17.
I'm sofa.
You have not learned a fucking thing.
I have. I just refuse to.
You refuse to go along with it.
Yeah. And there's nothing hateful about it. Let me just make that clear.
I know.
It's just fucking silly to me.
But one day, maybe, you might meet an actual transgender person who does identify as an alternate label. What are you going to do? You're going to be like, fuck you. You're actually
No, I'm not going to be like hateful or mean about it. I'll be like,
how would you go about it?
I'll just say, let me just see your dick. Let me see your pussy. What are you
all right, what if I suddenly was like, actually, Rocky, I'm bi-gender. I'm actually two genders.
Sure.
Sometimes I feel like I'm a male, sometimes I feel like I'm a female.
That's what's silly about it to me, because physically and technically, that's what I think you should be characterized as. Not, I'm feeling like a girl today, so now you have to call me a girl. No, it's what you physically or technically are. I don't think like you can just make it willy-nilly. That's not how things work.
We're repeating ourselves. It's okay. I'm just gonna recap this so we don't beat you over the head with it anymore. Ready? Real quick.
Okay.
Real quick. I promise. Gender identity is not the same as biological sex, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or that's the idea nowadays.
No, it's not. Yeah. If if you're a man, you become a woman, like Caitlyn Jenner, Bailey J. You're now a woman.
Well, the point is that you heard that. Shut up.
He's like a little seal.
Shut the fuck up. The idea that you fucking what's in your pants doesn't dictate what gender you are.
No, that's why Bailey J is not a guy and she's got a dick. It's just what you appear to be.
So you're saying your presentation is your gender?
Yes. If you're a guy
fine.
and you dress up like a girl, very passable, fine, you're a girl. But if you're a guy and it's like, hey, how you doing? And you still look like a girl, no, you're a fucking guy.
So you're talking just about looks at this point.
Right? Appearance, yes.
Even though if you actually talk to that person, they'd be like, actually, I'm genderqueer. I kind of fluctuate between male and female.
Genderqueer.
You forgot all these terms, didn't you?
That's just a cross-dresser.
Oh, all right. What can I do, guys? How can I convince them? I can't. I fucking can't.
Stop playing make-believe. You guys got too much time in your hands.
You realize that one of our patrons has given us so much money and has been so cool and kind.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Sure.
And they're trans and they like
and I love them, but just this is a silly
would
topic
you treat them that way? Would you say go up to their face and be like, yo, what you do is silly, what your labels are silly?
No, because A, I'm not confrontational. B, I don't really give a shit enough to make a big deal out of it. Like if it's a guy or a girl that wants to be the opposite, fine.
Well, okay,
I
then
might
pronouns.
fuck up your pronoun. Sorry.
Would you respect a pronoun though?
In order to keep the peace, sure. Of course I will. I'm not gonna constantly.
Okay, well, I guess face to face.
I don't like confrontation. I don't like fighting people and shit. Like I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna tell you that by accident.
You would give in and be like, oh, they might fight me or something. Okay, you're he.
If it's a she and she wants to be called he, I'll call you a he.
There we go.
Just so I'm fucking keeping the peace, but just know it's fucking silly to me.
So you get your jaw broken by a dude dressed as a lady with big muscles.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on, lady boy. Fucking too much Thai porn.
You would know, you fuck.
Well, they got a lot of lady boys over there. They're great. Anyway.
They are kind of great. Some of them are very passable. Here's
the thing about me that I gotta talk about, and maybe you can understand this through just hearing me talk. I don't come off as gay, and that has helped me a lot of ways. And
no, you are not a very gay acting man.
Once in a while, people say I act flamboyant, maybe when I'm drunk, but that's kind of all I ever get. And but there's something about that with you though that's tricky, because if I'm the only gay person you know, and I don't really act gay or do gay things like go to clubs and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Or watch Drag Race, or whatever the fuck. That means I'm a bad example for you to.
Well, no, because I've been around enough I've been around long enough now to know what, I can spot people based on how they act or how they talk and say, oh, he's a gay guy. Same with women. If they, talk differently or act differently, like me, might be a gay woman.
Well, not just like gaydar, but I'm talking about like, you can't quite sympathize with like hate crime stuff because I haven't had any stories to tell you.
Oh yeah, you haven't. Really
like if I gave you a story about how I got beat up by somebody because I was gay or whatever, I have a feeling maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, that you would care more.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
about hate crimes,
you're a very good friend of mine, and I wouldn't want to see you get hurt, of course.
Oh, I got it out of him. Thank God. Oh, we don't even have to record anymore. That's all I needed to hear.
That was a real objective.
oh God, we're friends.
Matt's actually crying right now.
I'm whole from my butthole. Let's
Ah.
see.
I just pictured like a fucking lube bubble popping out of your ass.
Ooh, raunchy.
Like-
I love it. All right, moving on. Okay, I want to do this idea. If you were gay, right?
Yeah.
Try to imagine that world. Right? What about your life do you think would change? And go back to high school. Go back to your 20s or whatever. Do you think your situation, as it stands now, would have your path would have been altered? You know what I mean? Through the people you met?
I don't know, because in high school I was popular because I was funny, but I don't think that would change much because people still laugh at gay funny people. It's not like it gets dumbed down,
So you're saying your identity was you were so funny.
I'm not
so
saying
funny.
that. Stop it.
that people wouldn't have cared either way if you were gay or not. In our school, particularly.
I guess so. Yeah.
That actually sounds about right, frankly. I was just trying to put you in the shoes of a gay person, but I actually don't really know how to fucking do that with you.
Yeah, I mean, people still think gay people are funny, so I don't think they would change much. I think my delivery would be a little different.
You really think your voice would have been
Oh, yeah.
altered?
I wouldn't call people like a bitch. I would be like, bitch.
You would play into it. Okay. Well, actually, some gay guys do that, They see an opportunity to be feminine because they're almost quote unquote allowed to be if they're gay, and they kind of do the "yes, queen" bullshit.
Bye.
I want to slit my throat. That's okay. Let's talk about that real quick. My reaction to that just now.
Yeah.
So that is a thing that the gay community hates. The fact that I just expressed disdain for that, the gay community thinks I'm an asshole.
You're a traitor, yeah.
Because if you don't like feminine gay guys, you are an asshole. Like, I don't hate feminine gay guys. I just happen to not be attracted to them.
Yeah, and I don't hate feminine gay guys at all.
I'd find them to be incredibly annoying usually, and I stay away from them.
Yeah,
they
they just have an energy level that I can't keep up with.
Right, and that's usually what it comes down to. But if you're gay like me, or what am I? You're confusing me. If you're gay like me, and you don't like femme guys, there's a term, especially in the the gay dating app stuff like Grindr.
Sure.
There's a term that gets put on you. It's called "you're being mask for mask."
What?
So that means you're a masculine acting guy who only wants to be around masculine acting guys.
What is the term for masculine gay dudes? Like how there's like twinks, seals, bears, cubs. Is there like a slang for like a masculine gay dude?
Not really.
Like a hunk or something?
Hunk would be fun. No, you got your jocks and your twinks and whatever.
Jock? What's a jock?
No, it's mask. Your mask.
Oh.
Like masculine. So I'm mask.
Oh, I thought like mask
for
is like
mask.
you're hiding behind a...
No. MASC for masculine.
Gotcha, okay.
But people interpret that as hate towards feminine gay men. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
You see where that maybe comes from, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of disdain for feminine acting gay guys, and I'm sure you can see why. Because they're loud and out, and they don't care, usually, about what you think.
Yeah, sure. I get it. Yeah.
When have you... I got out of the blue. When have you... There's a lot of things like this. Get fucking buckle in if you haven't already.
Oh, I'm fucking ready. I'm on full defense.
When have you felt the most out of place and uncomfortable in your life? And don't say this podcast or the channel. It does not count.
Shit. When I was like early 20s, I used to hang around with a lot of kids who drank a lot. And so I went to this one party. I didn't drink. I just went with them just to fit in. And I gave an effort back then to try to fit in.
I'm still in that mode. It's
I
great.
know you'll get out of it. So I went to this party and it all of a sudden something came. I forget what fucking song, but it turned into this impromptu dance party.
Oh no!
I want to fucking die. I don't dance. I don't.
Yup.
Fucking. It was dancey music too. It wasn't even anything I'm into. So I was the only one not dancing, and I just didn't. I found a corner and just acted like I was having fun, a big smile and laughing, fake laughing, and I played it off, I think, pretty well, but I was visibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, fucking toes curling.
Yeah, it's just
hair falling out. I know the feeling.
And I think not long after that, I was like, I kind of did some reflecting, and I was like, nah, I can't do this.
Yeah, people like us tend to have those moments.
It was not like it's my friends. We're just different people.
Exactly, yeah. I try to explain it to my boyfriend every weekend.
That shit would age me 2 years.
Gay people suggest that feeling that you just described is how they feel almost all the time when they're out at straight bars, when they see a movie that has a straight couple in it and they're kissy smooching.
Why?
In other words, their world that they live in, they happen to be born into, is not really built for them. It's built for straight people.
Okay.
To accommodate straight people, in commercials, in media, in bars,
right.
In advertising. It's the idea that gay people, not me personally, but that many gay people feel out of place because where they grew up, especially in America, they feel like they're made to be outsiders. And they're made to feel like they're the other.
That's not.
No?
No, they're not. We're
no?
not. I seriously doubt things are marketed to make gay people feel weird.
No, not necessarily.
Give me an example, because I don't think it's a real thing.
Well, the example being broad, how movies until literally this decade or so, until Brokeback Mountain really, in 2005, were pretty much just all straight, all romantic movies. Were just straight couples. How many fucking gay couple movies are there mainstream? There's none.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to market towards the majority. I get it. I get what you're saying, but unfortunately, there's a lot of homophobic people out, and you want to make a buck. Well,
Brokeback Mountain fucking won Best Picture and shit in 2005.
Oh, I get it. I've seen the scene. It was very, lube it up.
That was worth the Best Picture Oscar. Absolutely. I agree. Jake Gyllenhaal getting into booty. He'll take that any day. He's going to be Mysterio.
What?
He's going to be Mysterio in the new Spider-Man.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's good shit.
Wow. How are you going to know it's Jake Gyllenhaal? He's got a globe on his head.
Fuck yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
That's great.
You don't agree with the idea that maybe if you're a gay kid.
No, I mean, it's 12, sure. I'm sure it's.
You see The Notebook.
As a gay dude, I'm sure it sucks. But I mean, I don't take offense to it. I understand your want. We're coming around. I will say that we're getting crazy progressive at a decent speed at this point.
Right. And, there was actually 2 movies just recently. It was Love, Simon and Call Me By Your Name.
And Moonlight? Was it?
Oh, yeah, and Moonlight.
Yeah, okay, come on.
Which is even more rare because I had a black gay character.
See that? I know.
You sounded like you made the movie. See you did.
See that? I mentioned Moonlight. Give me some credit.
I did that for you.
Told you I'm an ally. But yeah, I'm saying just give it time. The world is very much adjusting very drastically, and right. It's coming.
It's called queer representation. People demand, just like black people in movies, black representation or queer representation in media, and they want more of it. So there's a louder demand for it.
Now. Well, just hang tight and stop demanding.
Because it's annoying. I guess
nobody wants to hear it.
Is that the basis of all this, or just shut the fuck up and just wait? Right?
Not really shut up. I get it. But, just hang tight.
That's very helpful of you.
Yeah.
How sweet.
I told you, there's nothing, you're not going to hear anything hateful from me in this episode.
Some people interpret your words, sometimes Rocky, as being ignorant that can turn into hate. If you're ignorant enough, you could be accidentally hateful. That's the point sometimes. If you're not educated enough about this or that. Me
personally, or just people like me? I can't speak on that.
Sort of you personally when I bring you up and bring the podcast up to people.
No, because I just tell them that I am not willing to put forth any energy into hating more than I already do.
True. I tend to forget that.
I already have enough to fucking get angry about.
Yeah.
Like,
he's got a dad life now. He's
and
busy.
it's not like I even run into like things that we're talking about now. Like,
I know.
You are the gayest thing in my life.
Which is not gay really at all much. No. I mean, I suck dick.
I mean, I've heard about your wet apples.
All right, so here's something that happened just a couple hours ago.
Uh-oh.
I do something like this for each episode now because I think it spices it up. So remember how I
Is your breath selling semen?
I swallowed a bunch of loads for you right beforehand so I could burp it up.
Oh, good.
Just let you hear what it sounds like.
Make that mic smell like fish. Bleachy fish.
Remember how I asked religious people last time about that stuff for you?
Sure.
Well, guess what I did this time? I wanted some other perspectives other than my own, because again, I don't think I'm a very good example of a gay person.
You got gay questions?
I got, here's what I named it. It's what gay men want Rocky to know. So, a couple hours ago, I was hanging out with my boyfriend there with all our, I guess our gay friends. I guess they're kind of my boyfriend's friends more. Almost all of them are gay there, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to quickly interrupt your game. Sorry, to take this opportunity to ask you, what is the number one thing you want an uneducated, quote unquote, uneducated person to know about gay men like yourself if you had an hour to spend talking to them on the podcast? Here's what they said. You ready?
Yeah, bring it on.
Let's see what you have to say about this.
I'm going to predict I already know one or two of these.
Probably. They're very broad, because I said just pick the number one thing.
Okay.
They want you to know that there is no man and no woman in the relationship. Like, there's no guy who always takes it up the butt. There's no man and woman.
Yeah,
there's
like
man
the question,
man.
like, which one of you is the guy? I know that. I know that's not a
Yeah, but you fucking joked about that shit before, and I don't know if you were serious or not. You're like, which one of you takes up the booty? Which one's the woman?
Well,
you the woman, man.
It's not about man or woman. It's about a top or bottom, isn't it?
It can be, but their point to that is that it can switch up if you feel like it.
I'm sure you could switch. Yeah, who wants to just take all the time?
Why are they just... One of them wanted you to know that very badly.
I got it. Thank you.
Thanks,
got you.
There's a lot more broad, but it makes sense. The one dude said he appreciated... When people have questions about his gay self, he appreciates when people are curious and ask questions versus...
Really?
Assume something about him.
I would be annoyed.
See what I'm saying, though? Like instead of assuming...
I wouldn't want to feel like such an alien, like asking questions about it, you know?
Well, that's kind of going back to the point of, like, you feel out of place. Because when you grow up and you have these feelings and you're told that they're weird or wrong...
Give me an example. Like, what would people have to ask about instead of assuming?
Well, okay, he might be talking about, like, coming out to a family member who does want to learn more but doesn't know how to talk about it with them.
Ugh, you ever see those fucking videos?
Oh, God. Are you talking about the coming out ones?
Yeah.
What, like the cringy ones? Or like the ones where they cry?
The ones that fucking make you cry and shit.
Oh, you like those?
Yeah, the one that, like, with the young kid, he looked like a kind of an emo kid, like, sitting in the kitchen, and he came out to, like, his, like, fat mom. That one fucking got me.
But yeah, you know what's weird to me about that is they film it. Like, here's this camera, and now I'm going to put it online and get 1 million views. Wait a minute, they got ad money from that. Never mind. That's smart as fuck. I want to do that. I'm going to come out to everybody.
I mean, at least you get two things out of it. You get peace of mind and a little change, so.
I'll come out to my dad on camera and be like, yeah, okay.
He'll be like, yeah, no shit. What's for dinner?
All right. Oh, an example of there is like his mom, for example, would be like, oh, honey, are you with him? Referring to his boyfriend.
Yeah.
Are you guys like together? And as opposed to being like, oh, you guys are together.
Is that your boyfriend?
Yeah. Something like that. That's all he meant.
Gotcha.
Simple.
That is pretty broad. Jeez.
Ask, don't assume, period.
Gotcha.
All right, you fuck.
Well, that's why I ask you all
Here's
these
your
questions.
commandments.
Remember I always used to ask you questions? Usually about sex stuff, but still. I
hated it at first, didn't I? Holy shit.
You were very uptight, yeah.
I remember filming that Assassin's Creed challenge.
Now I got all about... Oh, yeah, you cut a lot of it out, too.
I muted the mic with my hand as if it would matter.
You were like, stop it.
Don't fucking talk about that. I don't know. I honestly can't.
I forgot about that. You scolded me.
I don't really remember why I did that. I'm sorry.
I don't.
I guess I was. Oh, you know what it was? Here's a great point.
Did I bring up like gay sex? I think
maybe you were trying to make a Rocky joke, and I might not have had it at that point until I learned later that you're just Rocco and you're harmless and you just roll around the world and you're whatever.
That's what I do. Me and Fred Durst are
you're
rolling,
like a Katamari. With the Jenkos and you're all right. My group of friends, I think you know who they are. Right out of high school, I kind of right when I met you, I kind of pushed them off because I was like, oh, Rocky's like me. These people aren't like me. Period.
Yeah.
I don't need these people anymore. Frankly, that's kind of what happened. So those people considered me to be their gay friend.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Versus Matt and whatever that might come with. My annoying stupidness. I much prefer being Matt than the gay friend.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why you'd say that, but it's just...
So that's why I was uncomfortable in the beginning when I sort of in the first year that I knew you, because I didn't want to be your gay friend. I just wanted to be your gamer channel friend or whatever.
Right.
Did you think of me as your gay friend back then?
No, you were like one of two friends.
Again, that's
you weren't the ginger friend, you were the blonde friend. It's not like I really had to narrow it down enough to like gay or straight.
That's a very Rocky particular kind of situation. Never mind. All right. Next thing gay men want you to know.
Okay.
Gay does not equal promiscuous.
Yeah, no shit. I knew that.
Well, often in our culture, gay men, it's often assumed that if they like dick, then they get around and they suck everybody off. And
they just go around like in the
whores.
cities like, is anyone else around here gay? And
anyone got a load to drop in my tummy?
That was Grindr back then. Just go outdoors and shout.
Actually, I think it kind of did work like that.
Really?
In bars, anyway. In bars. And there weren't even gay bars. You had to, like, kind of just hang around and hope someone looks at you in the eye right.
You just smell each other's genitals like dogs smell each other's asses.
And Close enough.
See if it's a fit.
Kind of like that. Okay, here's two more last ones. So just because you're a guy, you, Rocky Lassie, are a guy.
Yep.
That doesn't mean that you'll necessarily be desired by a gay man.
Oh, I don't think I'm desired by anybody except for my girlfriend.
Okay, fine.
My self-esteem really doesn't allow that.
Okay, fine. If you're a man, that doesn't necessarily mean a gay man's going to want you.
Yeah, I knew that.
Because it's often misinterpreted.
A lot of I imagine like a lot of like jocks / homophobes think that as a thing. I could see that being like a thing you'd have to inform people about. Like,
well, if you like dicks, then you must like mine, right?
Yeah. It's like
no,
you're not going to hit on me,
stink.
are you, bro? I'm not sitting next to this guy. You might try to blow me. Like kind of those kind of things.
When the guy who I asked said that to me just a couple hours ago, he said it with a tone of like frustration because it's clearly happened to him before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's something that he's had to deal with, some extra bullshit in his life he didn't need. Of like,
I've been over your house over 100 times. I'm sure at this point. I never thought that for 1 second you were gonna try to grab my dick. So I kind of I get that.
Well, that also goes back to your self-esteem.
Yeah, I mean...
That's a different story, I think. The guy who I was talking to is a buff, fit dude.
Oh, then I might try to grab his dick. He might be wrong.
Okay. Uh-oh. That might go role reversal there. Last one. Just because it seems like a lot of gay people are into, for example, drag and drag race, RuPaul's Drag Race, doesn't mean we all are.
Yeah, I thought... I kind of learned that recently.
Really?
Like I told you that I've seen an episode or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh God!
And I thought you might have been into that, but you were like,
me?
I fucking hate that shit. And I was like, okay. I guess it's not.
Wait, why'd you assume you've known me for 5 years? Why do you think I was into that?
Well, because
you know I hate
before
loud,
I told you that,
shit.
you told me you went to a drag show.
Right, because I was invited because I had to go. It's a social thing.
I don't know.
You know how I give into that shit because I'm a pussy.
You're 21-year-old Rocky.
I'm coming. I'll have fun.
I don't have a choice. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was a universal thing. I thought all gay dudes like drag. Fuck me.
Why that?
I don't know.
Because there's gay guys in the show?
Yeah, I thought it was like a kind of just like a Miss America pageant for the gay guys.
Kind of for some gay guys, sure, absolutely. He pointed that out specifically, and there's more a good segue. Here's more research I did. So I've never seen Drag Race in my life.
Yeah, I have.
And I know
there's
your
a fat
fiance
one
likes
called
it.
Ginger Minge.
Oh,
yeah,
sexy.
Looks like a big baby.
I know your fiance watches it and maybe makes you watch it.
No, not anymore. She would, I would be stuck because I would, basically live at her mom's house with her. And I would be kind of stuck watching it just because I'm not going to go hang out in another room at her mom's house.
Well, to get away from Drag Race, I would fucking do that.
So I would be stuck sometimes.
So I, for the first time ever, 2 days ago, for this episode, watched my first ever episode.
Yeah.
My boyfriend likes it too. I made sure to watch it alone though, because I only made it 12 minutes in. Because I got a headache and I wanted to smash my TV.
Yeah, it's not great. It's really annoying.
What do you like or don't like about it?
They're fucking like catty. They're fucking teenage girls. It's not even like being like a gay bitchy dude. It's about being not a teenage girl. Like they're all fucking like catty and petty and just bitchy. Like shut up.
Some people say that's the entertainment value of the show.
I get it. It's the drama and the fucking extreme flamboyant energy. Right. But Jesus Christ, it's annoying.
So some people don't see that as annoying. They feed off of it and they love it. They love that catty, gay thing.
Sure.
Which I likewise happen to hate a lot. I can't. I'm being kind of keeping that on the DL of how much I dislike drag in general.
Why do you feel like you have to keep that on the DL though? Like, why can't you be not afraid?
Because other gay men hear that and make me feel bad about it.
Like, I don't like sports, so I'm not afraid to tell the other dudes that.
That's because you're allowed to have a separate identity. You're a nerd. A sports guy would be like, oh, fine, you're a nerd, whatever.
Fucking
with me though, because I live with my boyfriend and I'm perceived as gay. If I don't like drag, there's something wrong with me.
But you're not gay. You're fluid shovel. What the fuck was it?
Fluid shovel. Shovel it all in, baby.
Semen by the shovelful.
Just goop it in.
I want to look up pansexual. I want to see what Google tells me what pansexual is.
Oh, Christ.
Pansexual. Not limited in sexual choice with regard to biological sex, gender, or gender identity.
There you go. It's just free.
Yeah.
To just blow and suck and poop and whatever you want.
You're just a pervert.
Yes! Thank you. That's my new label.
You just want genitals.
Any kind. Okay, so the argument about Drag Race is twofold. Here's the two sides. You ready?
Sure.
Or drag in general. It's the argument that it's damaging to the reputation of gay people. That if straight people see that and only that, they'll be like, well, all gay people are annoying, loud, sexual, nonstop sexual, raunchy people.
I don't think I think that was a stereotype way before the show.
Okay, then the other side of that is, yes, we are that. And gay men can be that, but we're doing it because it helps break down barriers of what gender is and how raunchy and how sex is everywhere and it's okay.
Okay.
See the two sides there. Which side do you understand both or
dumb it down a little bit? You kind of lost me.
Okay,
I tuned out. I saw my cat looking at stuff and I was like, "Oh, you're adorable. I love you."
Great. That means I'm doing a great job as a host. Fuck. Damn cat. If you only ever see drag, like that's your only introduction to gay people is only drag, you go, well, then fucking gay people are weird and
gay people
raunchy.
Are freaks, sure.
And then the other side, so there's that argument, right?
Yeah.
And the other side is weird. Yes, we are doing that because you feel uncomfortable, because we want to break down barriers and we want to show you that that sex is okay to talk about and joke about, and that you can dress up like a woman and it doesn't have to be a big deal.
Right.
Do you see both sides now?
Both sides are logically sound, sure, yeah.
Well, the damaging the reputation of gays side is often looked down in gay culture because it's like you're being anti-feminine. If you agree with that, you're being anti-cross-dresser, you're being flamboyant.
Why do people always have to fucking push their shit?
There's a lot of infighting in these communities.
I know. Why can't you just fucking leave people alone? I gotta fucking fight for shit.
A lot of gay people actually hate trans people.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, I know. I don't fucking get it either. I do know one thing. Drag Race gave me a headache, period.
Oh yeah, we can agree on that.
Fucking too pink, too loud, too bright, too much.
Too bitchy, too catty, dramatic. Fucking, come on.
Why don't you like it, Matt and Rocky? Oh, God. Please don't hate me.
RuPaul's going to contact us and be like, take it back.
I'm actually kind of scared of RuPaul. She could probably beat the shit out of
RuPaul's
both
like
of us.
fucking 6'7", I think.
By the way, I forgot to say this at the beginning, but happy Pride Month, Rocky.
Oh, thank God. I was going to thank you on bringing this to my attention and congratulate you on your month. Even though I don't think you're very proud.
So here's the argument about pride. Pride is very celebrated, and maybe you've noticed this. As soon as June hits nowadays, every company on your Facebook feed, every page that you like, every game company, whatever, they'll change their logo to a rainbow.
They'll fag it up.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So just fucking... So just today, Naughty Dog, the people who make Last of Us and all that, they fagged it up real hard.
They give Crash Bandicoot a rainbow sweatpants?
Rainbow. Well, they changed their logo on their Facebook page, and of course, there's all the hate comments that come with it and everything. They had a little cupcake thing. They had a little celebration day even at their offices, and they posted pictures, blah, blah, blah.
I'll never understand people who fucking are against shit like that. It's fun. It's all out of fucking love. Stop it.
Well, here's the alt-right argument nowadays to them posting that stuff. And you'll see this in the comments a lot. Fine. If you're cool with gay people, that's great. Just keep it out of your games. Keep it out of your business. Keep it out of your character.
I'm pretty sure they can do whatever the fuck they want. What do you mean keep it out? It's Juan Rivera, some random from fucking Nevada, gonna tell me what to do? Fuck you.
Right, and they're fucking Naughty Dog. They can do what the fuck they want.
Yeah.
But it's the idea, their suggestion, and this goes to all the other topics, is keep, quote unquote, keep politics out of games or out of media in general. But the counter argument is that politics are everywhere. Gay people are everywhere. How could you possibly keep it out?
I fucking know. I can't get away from it. I can't get away from fucking politics, and I hate it.
That's lately my fault, though.
Oh, mostly your fault.
Mostly nowadays. It'll end soon, don't worry. As our patrons drop, we will drop.
I hope you're talking about life.
Both of us, or you?
Just
or who?
me.
Okay.
You ever see Backdraft?
You've listened to My Brother and Me live shows, correct?
I have, yeah.
And so what happens when every time a queer or gay person comes up to the microphone to talk?
They cheer, right?
Right, the crowd
They get
cheers.
Yeah.
And the brothers, the McElroys, go, "Hey, awesome, all right."
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, now what do you think about that?
I don't see why you have to announce it. I think that you just want cheering at that point.
You think they think you're doing it for attention?
Would it be weird if I went up there and be like, "Yeah, my girlfriend and I," and just paused and waited for applause? Like why is it? I don't understand why they even have to mention it.
So they're super progressive, and they kind of egg it on a little bit. I don't know if you heard the episode where they're like, "Hey, Justin said this. He said, if you have any different pronouns that you want us to address you as, make sure to let us know before you ask your question."
No, I didn't hear that.
So Justin actually pushed it at one point or another. Well, the idea is that they push it and the crowd cheers because, let's see what you think about this idea, is that through being trans or gay or whatever, they have probably 99% of the time gone through some sort of struggle more than a straight person would have. And therefore, they're brave for being out and announcing it. They're shameless, in other words. Right. They don't have shame about it. And therefore that deserves applause. Do you get that?
Fine.
I mean, I don't. Do you understand? Fuck. Do you understand like that positivity in that crowd?
Yeah, I got it.
I know it kind of annoyed you. That's why I brought it up, because it actually annoyed me too.
Yeah.
The first couple times I heard it, but then I realized I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Fine, cheer, whatever. I'll just skip through the next 15 seconds on my app.
It just slows it down.
All right. Well, I'm not going to say anything about that either.
Yeah, fine.
Fuck it. Well, I know. I'm trying to wrap it up. Okay, so back to pride. Here's an argument that's tricky, and I struggle with this when it comes to things too. Why take pride in something you didn't have a choice in?
It's not about being proud of something you don't have a choice. It's proud of being in like a community that has to go through a lot of shit.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer.
Thank you.
We don't have to fucking dwell on that. See how quick this goes when you're...
it's not about who you are. It's about the community, I think.
Perfect.
All right, we done now? Or?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just looking at the bottom of this, just let me see if there's any more interesting things here. I'm skipping so much, you have no idea.
Wow, this one went on for like 3 hours.
Yeah, it would have. Here's a question. What should a trans father who adopted some kid do with his pronouns in public? So if he's out with his kid in public and he's a female and now a male...
Is the dad a trans?
Yeah. It's a hypothetical.
So he's now a male.
Female to male.
Okay.
But still kind of seems like could be a butch lesbian and gets called ma'am in public in front of their daughter or son.
Yeah.
How does that trans dad explain it to their kid and explain it to the person of like, I'm actually the daddy.
Don't explain it to the person. It's not the person's fault. It's what you need to do is work on your appearance better. If you want to be called a girl, fucking dress up like a girl.
All right, never mind. Let's end this shit. Fucking God. Do you see? Please go back.
It's not their fault.
All
They're
right.
just doing the right thing.
Most trans people understand that appearance is key there.
Right.
But it probably sucks when you're called something that your kid...
I'm sure it's I don't think I would make a very good girl at all. It's very challenging.
Do you want to give me a quick girl voice?
Hey, it's me. I'm just recording some podcasts. Matt.
So... So what would it take you to get to care more about the LGBTQ issues?
If you got gay bashed.
Fuck, I might have to punch myself in the face and give me a bruise.
If someone
you
hurt
gotta
your delicate little Twinkie feelings, then I would be there to back you up.
How sweet. Not trans people, though. Fuck them.
I'd expect payment as a blowjob, though.
You want to be Joe?
Of course.
I'll suck that cum right out of your nuts.
I am uncomfortable.
What would... We've been down this road 100 times. How are you not used to it? Did this episode convince you to register to vote before the next election?
What does that have to do with voting?
Because... Oh my God. It's the same thing with... You said this about race, too. It's because politicians are super anti-gay out there.
Yeah, I know.
And there's people who want to repeal gay marriage, and there's people who want to...
Yeah, it's not my problem.
Oh my God. So if I wanted to get married to my boyfriend,
yeah,
but I couldn't because the Supreme Court said no because they're all right-wing assholes.
Is that a problem?
All right, well, I can't
I'm asking, is that a problem?
All right, let me think.
Is that a problem in New Jersey, where you live?
Not right now, but it
it's
might
not.
be. We're under
so
the
fucking
Trump
go get married. Don't make a problem where there isn't one.
All right. Fuck you.
There's no problem. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, with gay people lately, there's not. But thanks to... Do you remember the trans bathroom bill thing? That's the whole reason for
I
this.
remember something about it, how there was...
In North Carolina, there was a bill that said trans people have to use a bathroom of the gender that's on their birth certificate.
Right, yeah.
And that caused a big fucking stir and even made like the basketball championships move to a different state and shit because they protested it. And that was like seen as a super bigoted anti-trans argument. And the argument was that trans people go into a room of their quote-unquote opposite gender and...
Suddenly, every trans person is a huge pervert.
Yeah, and they'll prey on little girls or little boys.
And pedophiles, yeah.
Right. That's the right-wing argument. And
right.
Why trans people are still having a lot of trouble and are now afraid to fucking potty.
Because if I was a fucking pedophile, I couldn't go look at a little boy's penis in the bathroom now. Like, that would totally, it doesn't make a difference. Like, what difference does it make? Like, whether you allow the bill or not, pedophiles are still going to look at that kid dick.
You can't stop the pedos. You can't. That's Rocky's motto. It's in your bumper sticker. It's Space Jam fun.
That's gonna be my new Instagram name after this. Can't_stop_the pedos.
All right, we're fucking very done. Suggest topics you please care about on Twitter and Instagram at Headache Heroes. That didn't sound
and
desperate at all,
can't stop the pedos.
Please subscribe on iTunes, leave ratings and reviews. Oh, we got 5 ratings, Rocky.
We got ratings?
Yeah, 5 stars all the way through. Thanks, guys.
Why?
I appreciate that. I don't know.
Who?
I really don't. It's anonymous.
Oh,
HeadacheHeroes@gmail.com if you want to tell Rocky that you left a rating so he can thank you, I guess.
I'm going to give you a smooch. Smooch on the gooch.
Head to MattandRocky.com for 5 years worth of videos where I beat Rocky over the head about things, he really didn't ask for. He didn't ask for any of this.
It's true.
And please support us on Patreon for our next episode in your inbox early. So let me just let everyone know. I have 3 more episodes planned that I'm really excited about, or that I want to at least get to before... one of us drops dead or something. So the topics after that, I could go on about environmentalism and immigration and stuff, but I need other people to care too.
Could we really make those interesting?
Exactly. I don't know if we can. So this might only be a 13-episode series, or it might be a forever series. I'm just letting everyone know that it's on shaky ground, mostly because the Patreon is like dying.
This phrase "forever series" just fucking ruined my mood.
Your friendship with me is a forever series. After this podcast, I'll think of something. I'll guilt you into doing it.
I didn't even tell them at the butt pirate text I sent.
You just call me a butt pirate because my eye hurt and I was wearing a fake eye patch.
Ah, so good.
It just doesn't work here.
That's really the whole story.
All right. You want to say bye?
No, not today.
You want to say sorry?
For what am I sorry for?
I'll say sorry for you. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
And goodbye.
Sorry, my friends that are faggots and dykes.
Can't stop the pedos.
I love you. Can't stop the pedos.
Can't stop the pedos.
Christ.
All right, we're done. Where did it even come from? I forget already.